Hi, welcome to Yoga Stretch Fusion. I'm Jennifer Wagner with Collective Wellness. Today is standing only for our class. Make sure to exercise within your ability, and if you experience any difficulty, make sure to stop, seek a physician right away. All right, let's get started. Find a space, grab a chair if you need one, and then meet me back here. Hi, welcome back to Yoga Stretch Fusion, standing only today. Let's get started by standing in mountain pose. Feet are hip width apart, toes and knees are straight forward, and then your hips and your knees and ankles are all lined up with each other. We're going to start by finding the balance between the bottom of our feet. That's where everything starts when we're standing. And I want you to start by shifting your weight forward and back. Your feet are not coming off the floor, so you're staying in contact with the floor the whole time. But just shift your weight forward and back. And then make that shift smaller and smaller until you find the center of the foot, right about where the arch is. And then now you're going to shift in and out. So supinate and pronate through the foot, working the inside and outside of the muscles, but also finding that center. Smaller and smaller until you find that point. You're going to bring that center up through the legs, through the hips, through the spine, to the top of your head. Shoulders down towards your back pockets. Palms opening up. Eyes gently closed or gazing at the floor. Inhale. Have your ears lined up with your shoulders. Shoulders lined up with your hips. Hips lined up with your knees. Knees lined up with your ankles. Inhale. Exhale. Should have a nice strong base. Holding that center from the bottom of your foot up to the top of your head. Bring your focus to your mind, your third eye. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands together into Namaste, centering with your chest, eyes still closed. Bring focus back to your body, finding your center. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly open your eyes. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, push away. Again, inhale and exhale. One more time. Adding on, swan dive down, hinge from your hips. Bend your knees if you need to protect your back. Inhale, reverse swan dive. And swan dive down, hinging from your hips. Bend your knees if you need to. And inhale, reverse swan. Again, exhale and inhale. Sitting into chair pose, hips are back. Weight is towards the back of your feet, so you should be able to wiggle your toes, and your knees are straight forward. Inhale, up. Again, chair pose. Abdominals pulled in, back is flat. Inhale, up. And chair again. Inhale up and exhale, holding in chair pose, keeping those abdominals in, back is straight. Inhale up, hands together, lift the rib cage as you sway side to side. Sway One more time, holding to the right. Right arm comes down. Left rib cage lifts up and over. You slide down a little bit more. Keep the hips center though. Go ahead, inhale up and switch sides. Lift up and over. Right, left arm down. Right rib cage up and over. You slide down a little more. Hips are center. Inhale up. Good. And exhale, release. We're going to a Tai Chi movement. You're going to use your core to twist. Arms, just kind of let them go. It's called beat the drum. So as you get into the movement more and more, the arms are going to start swinging more. But you're not using the arms to swing. It's the core that's twisting, and the arms are just kind of creating a momentum movement. And you just kind of start to slap the sides of the body as they just flow, loosely swing side to side. That's where it's called beat the drum. Right through the core. Use the core to twist and move, twist and move. And the arms, just let them go. There you go. Inhale and exhale. And release. Bring those arms up and around. You're going to tuck your tailbone as you bend your knees. You're going to lift the elbows up and out. I want you to imagine you're holding a big ball. So knees bent, tuck the tailbone, chin is tucked, arch the back, elbows up and out, holding that big ball. Feel that through the back, through the rib cage. Inhale, exhale. Holding onto that ball and keeping your chin tucked, you're going to straighten your legs and start to lower your ball down. Chin stays tucked, legs are straightening. Elbows are still up and out. Inhale, exhale. Going down as far as you can. Still maintain the big ball holding movement. Feel it to the back of the legs and spine. Go ahead and start to curl yourself up. We're going to paint the wall, another Tai Chi movement. So the hands just flow, elbows relax, and you just paint the wall with your hands. Nice and easy. Back of your hand, just to shoulder height, and down. Good. Again. Down last time. We're going to bring that ball up and over again. Elbows up and out, tuck the chin. And curve down. Legs are straightening out. Big ball. Chin is tucked. Legs are straight. Drop down as far as you can. See if you can go a little further this time. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. And then just let your arms drop down and sway those arms like an elephant's trunk. Sway side to side, nice and loose. Start to curl yourself up as you sway those arms. Just like an elephant's trunk. Curling up a little bit at a time. Almost a standing position. And inhale, reaching up. And exhale, release. One more time, deep breath in. And exhale, release. All right. We're going to go into some lower body work. What I want you to do is you're going to plant your left foot down. Right toes are in front. This is a great one if you feel like you need that chair next to you. You can pretend you have the chair and you have your arms out to the side. But I want you to have yourself nice and centered through the left side because this foot's going to come off the floor. So activate the core, pulling in and up towards your rib cage. And you're going to lift slowly and controlled, keeping the hip down. Get in that chair if you need to. And if you need to, also just touch the floor just a little bit with the big toe to regain that balance. But if not, challenge yourself without touching the floor. Controlled movement. One more. And shake it out. We're going to switch sides. So you can always walk to the other side of your chair if you have a chair there, or you can just have it beside you. Left leg is now in front. All your weight is in the right, so nice and tall, center. Abdominals pulled in and lift, control. This hip stays down. It's very common to lift the hip up with that leg. I want you to keep the hip down as you lift. Feel that all through the front. There you go. Controlled movement. Inhale. Exhale. A few more. Remember, I don't count. I just kind of get the feeling of how many's enough. One more. And shake it out. Okay, switch sides again. This time your leg is out to the side, but I want you to have it where the top of your foot is facing forward. Knee and top of the foot are facing towards me. And then you're going to lift up. And this one's not as high because of the angle that I have you at. But the hip still stays down. This one's not as high. When we turn the hip and open, that's when you're going to have more room. But we're staying low and working right through the side there. Again, if you need to drop the toe and touch to regain that balance, go ahead. Ooh. Control. A few more. You should have felt that leg fire up almost right away just because we've already started working that leg. Let's do one more. Shake it out. Switch legs. Balance in the right. Left foot out. Top of the foot and the knee are facing towards me. And then catch your bounce. And then out. Good. Again, this hip stays down. Feel this through the leg, strengthening and elongating the leg at the same time. Inhale, exhale. Couple more, just because you're going to feel those legs firing up already. Let's do one more. And release. Okay, this time, right foot is going to go straight behind. The bottom of your foot and knee are pointing straight towards the leg, or towards the floor. And then you can do opposite arm in front if you don't have a chair. But you're going to go straight back. And again, the movement is not very far because of where I have you with that hip placement. Squeeze through the tush. I'm going to turn a little bit so you can see. Squeeze through the tush. Check your core. A few more. Switch sides. I'm going to turn so you can see. Left foot is straight behind. Your knee and toe, or knee and the top of your foot are pointing straight towards the floor. And then straight back. Check your core again. We're not turning the hips. Everything is square forward. That's another reason why this leg is not going that far back. But you should feel this through the tush and through the back of the leg and those hamstrings. There you go. Inhale. Inhale. And exhale. Couple more. Woo. And release. Shake it out. All right. Feet out wide. You're going to lunge side to side. Toes are forward. Feel this through the inner thigh and groin. Start to feel that stretch. So we did a little bit of work. Now we're going to stretch through the hips and through the thighs. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and hold to your right. Hold to the right. Hips are back still, so this knee should be behind your right toes. Now from this point, you can flex your left foot if you want to go further. You're going to open up the hip. So now the toes and knees are straight up. And then you're going to shift your hip to the right just a little bit more. And you're going to start feeling that more through the groin and even into the hamstring. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Dropping the toes down. Coming up. Bring your foot back to the front. You're going to shift to the left now. Left hip shifting out and back. Feel that through the inner thigh. Left knee behind the toes. Also make sure that they're lined up, that we're not shifted in. All right, right hip, rotate. Foot is flexed. Toes and knees are straight up. You can keep that foot on the floor if you need to. You don't have to go into the further pose. Whatever works for you. You could always be sitting on the edge of a chair and doing this too. Go ahead and drop the toes. Coming up as you shift the right toes forward. And then we're going to slide down. Legs are staying straight. And let your arms and your head hang down. Chin is tucked. Legs are straight as your tailbone is to the sky. Heels to the floor. Feel that through the hamstrings, calves, hips, spine. Placing your hands on the floor, walk out into a downward dog. Feet are still wide. Shifting your hips back as you press your chest down. Inhale. Exhale. Keep those legs straight, shifting your hips side to side. Legs stay straight. Just rock your hips so one hip goes to the side, the other one kind of drops a little bit. Feel this through the hamstrings and the hips. Inhale and exhale. Center. Walk your hands back and then walk your hands to your right leg. Keep your right toes forward. Turn towards the right leg. There you go. And then turn to the left leg. Keep your toes forward to start with. Come back to center, turning your toes slightly out. Now walk back to the right. Keep your legs straight if you can. Dropping your head down. Feel that through the legs, through the torso. Walk back to center and then to the left. Legs are still straight. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to center. Hands right below your head. You're going to walk your feet in. Having your legs straight as possible. Lift the heel and pivot. Lift the toes and pivot. Pause. When you really get to a point where you're in a challenging spot, pause for a second, dropping the head, chin is tucked, and then start to pivot in a little bit more. Make sure your toes are forward. And curl yourself up. All the way up. Feel it through the spine as you curl up. And release. Shake that out. Good job. Upper body. Elbows relax. You're going to extend those fingertips. Nice and tall. Shoulders relax. Neck is long. Extend. Rotate through those shoulders. Activating the rotators. Palms forward, palms down. Palms forward. Make sure we're not focusing as much in the wrist as we are focusing through the hip, or excuse me, shoulder, not hip. Hold open, pulse back. Pulse back. So little movements, activating your upper back muscles, your postural muscles. Shoulders still down. As those muscles start to get tired, the shoulders tend to want to compensate. You want to keep those down. Okay, we're going to alternate. You're going to come up, pull down, squeeze those back muscles, and then you're going to go out and back. Up and down, pull down and back, and forward, come out wide, squeeze. Good. Again. And open. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Pull down and back, and out and side. Down and back, and out and side. One more time each. And then we're going to pulse it out. So you're going to come up, pull down, and pulse. 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 Squeeze those muscles. We don't always need resistance. Just learn how to activate those muscles and where we contract. 3, 2, and then release. Open wide. Pulse back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Shoulders down. Neck is long. 3, 2, and release. Sway those arms. Just let them go. Just sway forward. And then bring your hands to your elbows. You're going to tuck your tailbone, bend those knees just like we did with the big ball earlier, but this time your hands are on your elbows. And you're just going to shift side to side. Shift and lift the elbow. Shift and lift the elbows. You feel this through the shoulder, through the rib cage. Good. The elbows moving away as you lift. Go ahead and start to rise up as you do this. Same thing. Sway and lift away. Sway and lift away. Now we're going to start working our way down. Keep swaying and pushing away. Keep going down towards the floor. Start to straighten your legs. Toes are still forward. Sway and push the elbow away. Sway and push the elbow away. Start to feel this in the spine, back side of the body, all the way down to the legs. Sway and push the elbow forward. Chin is tucked now as you're hinging forward. Go ahead, hold center. Chin is tucked. And then just sway side to side without the elbow pressing. Just sway side to side without the elbow pressing. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and curl yourself up. Inhale, reach for the sky. Push those arms back. Relax the neck so we're not pushing the chin forward. Ears back. Push those arms back. Grab a hold of your left wrist. Pull up and over. Keep the hip center. Push your arm back. Up and over a little bit more. And push your arm back. Feel it through the shoulder, through the rib cage. Now you're going to drop down, bend the knees. What I want you to do is bring your left arm in front. So I should be able to see eyes if I can actually see you. And I want you to pull the left arm across. feel that through the rib cage, like you do have meat in between your ribs, so I want you to feel that through there. And release. Good. Inhale back up. We're going to switch sides. Grab a hold of your right wrist. Lift up and over first. Hips stay center. Push your arm back. And up and over a little more. And push your arm back. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, bend the knees. You drop the arm. And we should be able to see your eyes on top of your right arm as you pull your right arm across. Really feel that through the ribs. Inhale and shoulders. Exhale. A little more if you can. And just sway it out. And just kind of cross, nice and easy. Let those shoulders go. Inhale. Exhale. Arms down by your sides. Shoulders down towards your back pockets. Just rock your head side to side. I want you to feel that through your neck. Inhale. Exhale. Holding to your right. Left shoulders dropping down as you go deeper into this stretch. Left ear is lifting as your right ear is dropping. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and center and switch sides. Right shoulder drops down as your right ear lifts up. And then your left ear drops down as you go deeper into that stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Center. Looking over your right shoulder. Looking behind you without turning the torso. So shoulders are square towards me. Turn the other side. Turn to the front, pushing your chin straight back. Tuck your chin down. Feel that through the back of the neck. Down your spine. Inhale. Exhale. Push your chin up and out. Feel that through the front. Up and out. And release. Okay, good job. Mountain pose. We have finished. Feet are hip width apart. Again, hips, knees, and ankles. Nice and tall. Eyes gently closed. You deserve this time. Just letting go. Gain strength through your breathing. Inhale through your nose. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly open your eyes. Inhale, reach for the sky. And exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. One more time. And exhale. And namaste. Thank you so much for coming to my class. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like notifications for more classes, just click on that little picture of me and you'll get them for free. Thank you for coming. Come back soon.